Good evening, everyone. I am Purnayam of 2nd BCA VC degree and a member of GDSC support team. We are so happy and excited to have all of you here in our GDSC info session. Today we are here to know what GDSC is, the different domains under GDSC, the team selection process, and the future opportunities. Now, I would like to take upon myself to welcome all of those who have joined this session. Today, we have with us Faculty of Computer Science and Language Departments, Vivekananda Degree College, Faculty of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Departments, Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology, students of Vivekananda Degree College, and also the students of Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology. On behalf of the GDSC support team, I welcome all of you to this intro session. Thank you for sparing your time to join our session. We will be starting our intro session soon, and before that, I request all of you to cooperate throughout the session by switching off your audio and video. If in case the host's voice or the presentation screen is not visible, then please notify us in the chat box. Our support team will make the necessary changes accordingly. Now, I call upon our Google Developer Student Club lead, Pratik, to take over the session.
Greeting you all, and first of all, thank you, Borna, for intro. Okay, so we will start the session soon, and before that, we'll go into the agenda. Okay. First of all, in this session, we will discuss about what is GDSC and what are the benefits of GDSC, and we will introduce some of the domains that we allow you to apply into. Like, if you want to apply into GDSC members, then we have certain domains. So we will introduce all the domains that are available. Next, at the end, we will introduce about the application process, like how can you apply for these domains. Okay. So we'll go into the next slide. So in this slide, we have some short intro about GDSC VC, and please look into it. So how was this short intro? Please comment in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Okay, so next we'll jump into the next slide. Okay, so in this video, it is just a brief about what actually is a Google Developer Student Club. Okay, so I think in this video, we'll get some points about GDSC. So let's play this video.
Google Developer Student Clubs train hundreds of thousands of university student developers globally while having fun getting to know other students at their school. Google selects students with strong leadership skills from across the globe once a year to start a club on their campus. These leads believe knowledge is power and that technology can do extraordinary things for the world. They take on the responsibility to help students learn and empower each other to solve real problems around them. Students can participate in the annual Solution Challenge by Google developers to solve for one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Join us in building a global community for students in technology. Google Developer.
Okay, so we will just discuss each part of this video in the next slides. So before that, I want to ask one thing. Am I audible? Please reply in the chat box. Okay. Okay, so we'll directly jump into the next slide. Okay, I will share my screen. Give me a minute. Okay, so before directly jump into the session, I want to introduce myself. And I am Pratik. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in computer science in second year. And I'm currently GDSC lead for 2022 and 2023. So I am passionate about learning different technologies. Not only that, I love to share with this community. And I'm also learning Android, and I'm also an Android enthusiast. I'm also a UI and UX designer. So you can directly contact me using LinkedIn also. So we'll go to the next slide. And first of all, we will talk about what actually is a Google Developer Student Club. Okay, Google Developer Student Club is a global community or a global student community specifically for university students that has been provided by the Google. Okay, the main intention of the Google that it provided Google Developer Student Club is to learn, to start a student community so that students can learn from peer-to-peer learning. Not only that, they can share the knowledge in the community and they can build changes in the community too. Not only just individual, but focusing on community. So if I like introduce GDSC in the short form, like most our university has different clubs in our own colleges, right? These clubs are handled by the organization or the departments, right? In a similar way, Google Developer Student Club is similar type of club, but it's handled by the Google. Okay, so Google Developer Student Club is not just focusing on the theory part, but it reduces the gap between theory and the practical too. Okay, so Developer Student Club is not only focused on the making events, but it also supports local businesses. For example, if any business says that I want this type of softwares, can you build it? Our GDSC team is always ready for that, and we can build projects for the organization or any small scale business too. So it will be both and project based and event based learning too. Okay, so this is Google Developer Student Club, and there will be a lot of perks when you come into the GDSC because you know GDSC is handled by Google, and as the name suggests, Google has a lots of perks for its leads or its members, right? So I had some points about benefits of joining GDSC, but I have not included lots of other points because there's a lot to include. So the main part when we come under GDSC is the connection. So the main benefit is connection. Connection is like networking. Nowadays, networking is one of the most important part when you are a student, right? Not only just studying in the home or colleges, like by seeing your laptop and stuff. Not only like that, like you need to like communicate with networking. You need to join with other networks. At that time, like you will get the knowledge and you will share that knowledge too in the network, right? The main benefit is networking. And when you start networking, you will learn yourself, right? You will communicate with others and they will communicate with you. And this makes a learning process larger. So learning process may not be in the communicating itself, like it might be joining into the different sessions. Like in GDSC, we will conduct a lots of events, whether it could be workshops, events, or tech talks, or we will bring some other speakers who are expert in the industry, and we will let them to speak with you. And this makes a learning much more like productive, and it will increases your learning capability also. So the events that we conduct this year will be offline itself, but sometimes it may need to go to online if we call some other speakers. The next will be the growth. As I said, when you connect, when you learn, your growth will be done. And whether it could be your soft skill growth or your technical skill growth. In GDSC, we are not only focusing on technical skill, but we are focusing on soft skill like resume building or interview process, and all those stuffs will be covered in the Google Developer Student Club. So you will get all over the knowledge, whether it could be industrial skills, and all this will be covered in the GDSC club itself. So the next part of perks is, for example, if you are like if you are thinking to join as a lead, or if you are thinking as to join as a core members, and I think most people will get confused what is lead and core members. We will discuss in the later slides. But if you are thinking to join, you will get lots of other access to, like you will get Google developers access. That means you can contact direct access to the Google developers, so you can communicate with them, and if you have any doubts you can ask suggestions with them. All those can be done as a lead or a core member. But in similar way, if you don't want to join as a lead or core member, but if you want to join as a participant, you will also get a lots of perks, like you will get official Google Cloud Google certificate, which has highest value. And as we conduct various hackathons and all those stuff, you will get various networking opportunity also. Because under GDSC, and especially in Dakshina Kannada, we have nearly 5 GDSC which is currently working, like Srinivas, not Srinivas, like Joseph and Saihadri, NITK, and AJ. All those are currently working for GDSC. So we are collaborating with them in the future. So you can join these events, and you can get lots of other perks also. Not only that, we will share various goodies and merchandise, because it is a most big part, especially when we conduct events. Like we have one culture to share goodies, especially in the Google. So the participant can win goodies or merchandise when they join hackathons or when they join events. Okay, we'll go to the next perks. When you work as a lead or the core member under GDSC, we have lots of other domains also, and we have lots of other events will be holding soon also, whether it could be open source projects, etc. So like recently we have contacted GDSC CET also. Even they are like ready to collaborate with us, and there's a lot of other colleges which are going to collaborate for various open source projects also. So the main point of GDSC is to work together globally, right? When you enter into GDSC, you will get a lots of access, not only from the country, you will access globally, especially if you want to become a lead or core member. So we will go to the next slide. So in this slide, we will introduce what are different team structures which are available under GDSC. Okay. So this will be the most question, how to join GDSC and become lead or core member. Before that, we will explain what are the structures which are available under GDSC. Okay, so we are divided into two parts, which is tech team and non-tech team. Okay, under tech team, we have different domains like Android, web, AI, ML, and cloud and open source. Okay, in the similar way, for non-tech team, we have management, marketing, and public relations team. And visual assurance team also. So we will go into the deep to each domains. Okay. So the next will be soon we are launching one application for those who want to apply for lead or core members. Okay. Before applying, we will explain what actually is a lead. So in the name itself, we will identify it's a leader. So just think, if you want to become a lead of tech team, I mean, like if you want to become an Android lead, the Android lead should have a specific knowledge in at least one technology. Like if we go into Android, he should have some knowledge in Kotlin or Java, so that he can execute his events, right? So if you are becoming a lead, under your lead, you have 3 to 4 core members. Core members are nothing but these are the members or volunteers who will help you to conduct an event. Okay. The main work of lead is to just command them, not only just commanding, but you also should work for them, and you need to conduct different events offline, and with the help of your core members, you can successfully create an event. Okay, so as I said, there should be a maximum 1 lead for each domains. Okay, for Android lead, there should be 1 lead, and web lead, one lead. Okay, in similar way, for non-tech also, there should be a 1 lead for each domain. So we'll go to the next part. So we'll briefly describe what actually is Android lead and what should he do. Okay, as I said, as an Android lead, you should have a basic knowledge about Kotlin, XML, or APIs, right? These are the basic one, which will be the foundation for Android. So the lead should be known at these technologies, and so the main, he should also know about communication skill, management skill, because he will manage his team. So management skill is one of the main part of the Android lead. Not only Android lead, all the leads, you should have management and communication skill. Okay. So the Android lead, once he know everything, and he should lead his team, and he should guide the other core members that how he can build or how he can train the community, other participant. How can he train about Android to other participant, and how how can he execute events properly. In the similar way, if for a web lead also, you should have know about HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, React.js, and backend frameworks. We are not like we don't say you should have advanced knowledge, but at least you should have an intermediate knowledge, and you should have capable to teach participants like how actually web works and how website have been developed. Like you should have that much knowledge, and you should have a communication skill and all those stuff. When we come under AI and ML lead, you should have a Python knowledge and a TensorFlow knowledge, and other ML kits which are available. For example, under Google Cloud, you have lots of other machine learning APIs, and you should have some basic knowledge. We don't recommend like you should know every Google technology, but you know, like you can have some Google technology, and you can implement other technology except Google also. Okay, but we recommend using Google technology. And later you go to cloud lead. So cloud should have DevOps or cloud related experience, especially version control, Jenkins, and you can also use Google Cloud, and you have other domains like Amazon Web Services. But you should have some basic knowledge about Google Cloud, so you can conduct events, because we usually conduct a Google technology program itself, like a Google Cloud program, we have Android program, and all those which come under Google itself. Okay, so next will be open source lead. So open source lead should have basic knowledge about Git and GitHub, and you should have experience to teach participants. And not only that, we are under open source, we have conducting a lots of other programs which are like Hacktoberfest and other open source programs, which will be going this year. Okay, so once we come under non-tech team, so we have management lead and marketing, public relations lead, and visual assurance lead. Okay, so when we come under management lead, as the name suggests, you should have the management skill. Okay, in the similar way, management has a one lead. So under lead, you have like 3 to 4 people who will be like core members. So he should lead them, and not only that, he should manage the entire events that will be going on this year. For example, event management, logistics management, hospitality management, all these stuffs will be handled by the management lead. So logistics management is nothing but whenever you conduct an event, if you want some like other, for example, balloons or other items, so to conduct other events. So these come under logistics management. Okay, hospitality management will be related to food, like other resources, and this will come under hospitality management. Okay, so this all management will be handled by management lead. When we come under marketing and public relations lead, their main work will be marketing. So whenever we conduct any events, we need marketing, right? We need poster marketing, whether it could be blog writing or whether it could be sharing in the Facebook and all those social media management. All this comes under marketing and public relations lead. Okay, the public relations lead, the main work will be going to different like branches and telling about the events that we'll conduct this year. And all the marketing will be done by marketing and PR lead. Even for this, there will be one lead and 3 to 4 core members. And when we come under visual assurance lead will be all about visual appearance. That means designing, photography, video editing, and other designing related stuffs will be handled by the visual assurance lead. For this also, there will be one lead and 3 to 4 core members. So we'll go to the next part. And this will be for lead application, and this will be for core members. Okay, as I said, core members will be the members who will support lead. Okay, they will be volunteering. For example, if a lead want to conduct an event, For that, the core member should help all the necessary details or all the necessary resources that need to be provided for the lead, or lead will provide you. And the main work is that you need to follow the rules and regulations that has been provided by the lead. Okay, you should act as a supportive for lead. And for core members, as I said, there should be 3 to 4 core members for each domains. Okay, if you don't want to become a lead, then you can go to core members. For Android, there will be a core member. For web, there will be core member. In similar way, for non-tech also, there will be a core member. Okay, we will select 3 to 4 core members for each domains. So the prerequisite that I need to say before you apply for the GDSC club. Okay, so apply only if you are confident enough that you can handle the program. Just don't apply that we have said that you need to apply and just apply. No, you should have at least confident that I will handle the event in future. And that sometimes there may be a stress because there will be some rules and regulations that we need to follow. For conducting an event, we should have, like, we have some goals for each month. We need to conduct this much events, and you should be ready for conducting an event. Okay, in tech domains, as I said, if you are working for co-lead or core member or a lead, you should have basic knowledge or intermediate knowledge about any one technology. So before you like apply for the form, you should have a resume. We don't recommend like professional resume, but it should be a rough resume which describes the description of the domain. For example, if you are applying for an Android lead or Android core member, your resume should represent the Android related items itself, or you can include other itself, but we will set based on your priority. Like if you are applying for Android lead but you have more knowledge in web, we will mix up and we will add you to web lead or web core member. Okay, the important notice will be like, think that you are selected for a lead or a core member. We don't guarantee that you will be in the same position. For example, if you are an Android lead and you will be in Android lead itself, no, but if like we will measure the performance of each and individual lead and core member. Based on the performance, like we will allow you to stay in the GDSC, or we will inactive members are strictly removed from the club. And this will be the rules and regulations. So as I said, apply only if you are confident. The next process will be how to apply for the GDSC. There will be 2 rounds. One is the Google form. We will launch on 14th. Okay, so we will give till 17th. We will give a time till 11:59 p.m. You should fill the form. You should select which domain you want to go, whether it could be lead or whether it could be core members, and you should upload resume, and we have some more questions for you and you should answer that. And once you have submitted, we will take some time and we will review each and every form. Based on the form, we will shortlist based on their skills, whether it could be communication skill and all those stuffs, whether it could be tech skills, and we will recognize all this and we will shortlist you. After shortlisting, we will send you a mail. So if you selected, it's well and good, and you will be gone into the next round, which will be interview round. And an interview round will be offline itself. We will be going to do interview in the college itself. So we will provide some dates and time. So based on that date, you need to come to the college, which will be like degree college. You should come there and you need to attend the interview. And after you attend the interview, we will review that. If you selected, then it will be well and good. And once you selected, later we have like other meetings in future. Once you have done, we will take you for the club. And after you enter into the club, we have some guidelines, event guidelines. So based on the guidelines, you need to make events. And for example, September we have one more event, and next month we have another more event. So you need to be ready for that, and we will tell you which event will be done at which time. Okay, so we will give 2 to 3 weeks to ready yourself, and we will provide like resources, and you should be ready for that, and you should be good for conducting event. Okay, so we will tell what all the events that we can conduct this year. There will be lots of events, whether it could be soft skill or technical events. First of all, we can have hands-on workshops in various Google technologies. Yeah, not only Google technologies, we will conduct lots of events which are other than Google technology also. There will be tech talks or speaker session, which will be mostly online, because we have speakers from other other part of India. So we'll go to the Google Meet, and there will be Android study jams, which will be the most popular events in the GDSC, because in like September we have Android study jams. So in these study jams, we will make events for beginners, and till we will make to the advanced level, and which will be covered like Kotlin, and all these will be covered in Android study jams. And we will next we have explore machine learning, which will be the event 2, which is related to machine learning and TensorFlow, which this event will be handled by AI and ML department. Okay, next will be cloud study jam. Cloud study jam will be related to cloud facilitator program. Recently we have done one cloud facilitator program. Okay, this will be like 3 to 2-month program, and where they need to work for they need to take some labs which will be in different technologies. They need to complete, they will get some prizes, and this will cloud study jam will come under cloud department or cloud domain. They need to conduct cloud study jams. Then next will be, as I told, there will be lots of other technologies that will be going in this year, whether it could be AR, Firebase, Flutter, Android, Kotlin, and TensorFlow. Okay, the main events that we handle every year in the GDSC will be the open source projects and Google Annual Solution Challenge. I need to tell about Google Annual Solution Challenge because it is one of the most popular, and this will be like to solve United Nations sustainability problem. Like you need to take one sustainable problem of United States, and you need to develop the project using Google technologies, which could be anything, whether it could be TensorFlow, Android, it could be cloud, anything. But those technologies should be useful for sustainable development. So you need to submit that project to us, and those who shortlisted will be they need to compete globally. So you have lots of other perks if you selected for Annual Solution Challenge. Okay, and next will be Google I/O 2022. This will be like every year Google conducts a Google I/O, which will be a keynote. Like for this Google I/O, we are conducting a different event in the university also. Whether it could be like other than the technology, we are handling other resume building and all other events will be come under Google I/O. And Google Demo Day, which will be something different, like if any lead or core members or any other college students who have done any other new projects will be showcased in the demo day. So we are conducting an event. So in that event, those who have done good projects will be showed to the other participant. So this will be just showcasing their projects. So we are at the end, and if you want to follow us, you can follow using a LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, but some of them are not active. We will send you once the accounts are fully active. Okay. So this will be the end of the session, and thank you everyone for hearing this session. And you can feel free to ask if you have any questions. I know some may have the questions regarding the domains. You can directly ask me in the chat section. If you have no more questions, then I will hand over to Purna. Thank you for listening.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for this joining this session. If any of you have any more doubts, then you can contact us through the social media accounts, or you can mail us. Links of the social media accounts and email ID is shared in the chat box. The Google Form links for team leads and team members recruitment will be sent to you in the upcoming days. Those of you who are interested to join, please see to it that you provide the relevant and accurate information in the Google Form, because it will be verified if you are selected for the interview. We have come to an end of this session. Further information about GDSC will be provided in the orientation session. Now, I would like to thank all the faculty and students. Thank you for joining us today and making this session a success. I would like to extend my thanks to the GDSC support team who have been working in the back end throughout the session. Thank you one and all.